everybody and welcome back to my channel for another speed build. My name's Silver and I have a farmless farmhouse for you today. So this is actually part one of what will be two parts. I have not actually finished it yet, but I think I'll have it done for you guys by, I want to say Tuesday, I want to say Wednesday, probably Wednesday. So when I started this out, I was not at all intending to make such a big build, but I'm happy with it. It was much more challenging, obviously, because it's a bigger build, so it's more difficult. Ignore the fact that I'm just making a bunch of like straight shapes. I do change it. It's just so I can fill up the area and get a kind of general idea so I can do the front. I was inspired by a picture off of Pinterest, but it turns out nothing even remotely close to it, like at all. The only thing relatively the same was just this kind of porch that's inside, and that is literally it. But yeah, like I said, it turns out really big, and just in this part, we're only doing the outside and the landscaping and that kind of thing, but the actual build itself, the colors, the windows, that kind of thing. And the reason why is because I didn't want to just make a really long video, and I did go inside. I have done the floor plan already. I wanted to make sure that it actually worked, and if I needed to tweak the outside, then I would, and well, I didn't need to. And it's a huge house. There are 6 bedrooms and 7 bathrooms. It's big, and I'm talking every bedroom is a double bedroom. So yeah, like I said, I don't normally make builds this big. Like, my family style craftsmen's are pretty much the biggest builds that I normally do, but I don't know, I kind of like the challenge, and I want to challenge myself to do more builds like that. And the reason why it's called a farmless farmhouse is because it's very farmhouse inspired, in my opinion. It's what I imagined, you know, a farmhouse to look like. And there's no actual farm. Obviously, it's way too big to include a farm, and I do some fancy landscaping, or in my opinion, it's fancy, you know, whatever. Do you know what? I would love to do like landscaping in real life. I bet it'd be so much hard work, of course, but it would be so fun and satisfying. Like, we've only got a balcony because we live in an apartment, which is fine for now. But like, I would love to have a garden, and I know my boyfriend and I are planning on actually building our own planter boxes, like tiered planter boxes, and I'd really like to get one for my office as well and grow my own herbs and maybe some vegetables and things like that, because, you know, fresh vegetables are awesome. So yeah, I think that would be exciting, but it would be really hard work. We have several plants right now, but they're not like the plants that you would eat. But I have well, that's not true. We actually have a pineapple plant, and the pineapple we got from it, I think a year ago, was absolutely delicious. And what's weird is the stalk itself has kind of like died, but a new plant has grown out of it, and it's like this really rich green plant, like super healthy. And it's awesome. And we've got like we have a cactus as well, and it is growing like crazy. I'm talking inches in the last 3 weeks or so. It's crazy, but kind of cool. So I'm gonna have to get in a new planter box soon. Sorry, talking about plants and stuff. But this is pretty much the shape we go with. I don't think I actually change anything on the exterior. This is the shape that we do go with. And yeah, I don't think I change anything. But yeah, I'm just fiddling with the stairs because some of the stairs don't have any back to them, and I wanted there to be a back to it. I prefer it personally, but you know, I could make it match it, and it did. It's fine. It's fine. And guys, I was able to actually get the terrain tools to go up to the garage. Excitement. It works. I haven't placed a car on it, but the garage is so, the path leading up to the garage is actually so long that it really doesn't matter. I can put them anywhere, and there's definitely space in the garage to place cars. So I'm actually going with the half tool for the the flooring. And the reason why is because I'm making the flooring actually wrap around the side of the, in the shape of the porch. And I thought that was cool. I really liked this trim or whatever it is, but it didn't really suit the style in my opinion, so I ended up changing it to the cats and dogs one. And it works. I know it doesn't match the columns exactly, but I like it and I think it looks fine. I didn't have a problem with it personally. But yeah, I'm just trying to add the trim around the house now, and of course it's deleting walls, you know, typical. And what I'm doing here is I'm adding a wall in the front and picking colors. Sometimes I do this to my build to help see what the colors will look like with each other and decide if that's the color scheme that I want to do. I don't do it all the time, but sometimes it's really helpful. Also, I'm adding the tool here, like I'm putting the foundation on there, but it messed up the roof really weirdly. And I end up having to like leave the game and come back in because it was just glitching with the roof and I didn't know what was going on and it was weird, so, but we did fix it in the end. I guess there's worse things anyway than accidentally clipping the roof. Whoopsie-doo. But yeah, I picked some colors with like browns and blues and a white and kept it pretty much that basic, simple color scheme. Oh, and I also get the stones from Seasons as well as an accent color because I had so many bits sticking out of the build that it needed to have a fourth texture. And I think it's good. We definitely have different textures. And you'll notice the brick on the garage. That is from Realm of Magic. So I think that's the only thing I've used from there so far. But yeah. So we're adding the windows now, and I got to use some circular windows, and I had a little bit of trouble figuring out what windows. I didn't want to use bay windows on this again, but I ended up doing that indeed. And you know what? It turned out okay. I'm happy with that. I wish this cats and dogs window would work, but it didn't, so hey-yo. But there are a lot of windows, and I obviously put the windows in before I went and did the floor plan, but in my opinion it worked out anyway, so it didn't matter. But there are a lot of windows. It's a big house, so of course there are a lot of windows. I go back and change that single window though eventually because I realized that it wasn't like in the center. It was and then it was bothering me once I noticed, and I decided to add a little back deck for getting out of the garage as well to the ground. And my idea for that is not that it's not like a path to get outside per se, but more like a path to get to like the garbage area and maybe some laundry area or something, I don't know. But yeah, I can't wait to show you guys the inside. It is a mega big house and it is for the rich. I'm just deleting the inside. I don't actually show the floor plan in the build, and I didn't do that for the second part either, and the reason why is because it was just way too much. I think it came together pretty easily for what it is, but honestly it was just too much. And in the future, if you guys want to see that, just let me know. But I figured since it was just a big enough build that I had to split it into two anyway, it was probably better not putting it in. It really didn't take me that long, maybe 20 minutes or so. And like I placed beds and stuff so I can see exactly where the rooms are, because did you ever like start a build and you come back to it and you're like, what the heck is this? What is going on? what are all these different rooms that I have never seen before? It's like, what? Do you know what I mean? And so I figured it would be better if I like trace where I'm gonna be and left it at that. And I think that's the best thing I could have done for myself. And of course, rambling on, I missed some new stuff in the build. We're onto the terrain editing now. And, okay, look, I know it might seem weird to put wood next to a pool, but it didn't to me. That's normal. I don't know if that is for a lot of people, but for me, that is normal. Yeah, so it's fine. Originally, I wasn't going to put a pathway from the back to the front, but no, it turned out better, and I'm glad I did because it looks so much better than just leaving it, in my opinion. But yeah, I'm putting the foundation down so I could put some landscaping. And I use a lot of flowers. I use a lot of the low-lying green ones, and I did a lot of landscaping, but it's both structured and unstructured. Like, obviously this is a bit unstructured, but like you'll see when I line the pathway, it's much more structured than you think. Like, I feel like this is intentionally unstructured, you know, like a gardener has painstakingly planted each of those and made sure that that's what the client wanted, you know? But I didn't imagine like this was a like rich family that was like snobby. It's very much not a snobby rich family house in my opinion. I feel like these people are really family oriented. Maybe, oh, here's an idea. Maybe one of the parents is like a vet, like a really, really important vet. Small town vet, big town dreams. Anyway, those little purple flowers lining the pathway are what I meant by it being structured. I've never done that before, like that, like on a winding pathway. And you know what? It reminded me of stuff that I saw in real life. So I felt like it was totally realistic, and it's so cute in my opinion. I like it. It adds a bit of a nicer element. And I wanted some separation here because I just needed this to be lined. And so what I do is I size down some of the more structured hedges, and I think it was fine. And we're just adding some rocks now, so yeah, it's pretty. I like it. I think it's pretty. And the inside is definitely a whole lot of extra. You'll see. Stay tuned for that. But oh yeah, I had to fix the terrain tool because, of course, you know, wasn't working properly. But I'm just adding the dirt now, so I'm gonna leave you guys with that. The screenshots will be coming up in a moment of the outside. Don't expect a lot, there won't be many. So I hope you liked the video, and if you did, let me know in the comments, and show your support by tapping the like button and subscribe for more builds. If you'd like this build in your game, it'll be up on the gallery after part 2 is released, so stay tuned for that under my username SilverPlumbobs. I upload daily. Have a great day. Bye!